sultry, the seductive Francesca Martina Alvarez. And finally, not afraid to get his hands dirty, hardworking, brutally strong Mario Luigi. Now that we're familiar with our would-be criminals, it's time to say hello to our contestant. Put your hands together for Thomas Cole. So, Tom, may I call you Tom? Where are you from?
Boise, Idaho.
Boise, Idaho. Well, what brings you to the Golden State?
Well, I run a startup company that manufactures pull strings for the self-cleaning Chop-O-Matic 2000.
Yes, sounds exciting. Let's cut right to it.
I get
Tom,
it.
how would you like to meet our suspects?
Sure, Phil. May I call you Phil?
No, Tom. Suspect number 1, Teresa Belvedere. Tell us about yourself, hon.
I've been married to Jacob for 15 years. We met at the Keys and it was love at first sight. I just can't believe he's gone!
Yeah. So you said. Now, on to the lovely maid. And folks, she is lovely. Hello, Francesca. Sorry for taking you away from your busy day. Can you tell us anything about yourself to convince us that such an attractive woman like yourself could not possibly commit such a heinous crime like you have to convince us, right?
Oh, well, thank you, Phil. I'll do my best. I started working for the Belvederes 5 years ago. Teresa didn't really care, but Jacob was so sweet. He hired me on the spot. I've never been late for work. And I even work evenings.
Wow, you must be a very hard worker. Now, on to our gardener, Mario Luigi. Mr. Luigi, what could you tell us about yourself?
Oh, not much.
Okay, thank you.
Well, you see, I've been working for Mr. Belvedere for 20 years. He and his wife had a small garden that it grew huge. I loved working in that garden. It's such beautiful plants. But I never understood why he always made me work out in the stable. He didn't even have any horses. How does it smell so bad when there's nothing there? I was in there for 30 years.
Okay. Let's get on with the show, huh? That was a whole lot of not much. Now, let's play Who Done It? Remember, home audience, you're in the juror seat. If you have suspicions or want to cast your vote, just call 555 Who Done It? Now, let's take a look at our Wheel of Opportunity and Alibi. On our wheel, we have 8 possible questions for our contestant to ask. Number 1, where were you? Number 2, relationship to victim. Number 3, the coroner's report. Number 4, police report. Number 5, phone a witness. Number 6, studio audience. Number 7, security footage. And number 8, fingerprints. Now, remember, there is a time limit to our show, so when you hear this, our judge's gavel, that means it's time for the jury to deliberate. So, Tom, how's about giving that wheel a big old spin?
I'd like to start with the gardener, Luigi, Mr. Mario Luigi. Mr. Luigi, what was your relationship to the victim?
We got along great, but I was never paid on time. I spoke to Jacob many times, but he would never give me my money. He always said something came up.
Thank you. Mrs. Belvedere, what was the relationship like with your husband?
My husband and I had 10 great years together. But during the last 5, he became so distant with me. I could never figure out why.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Thank you for your candor. Ms. Alvarez, I know you had a good relationship with the Belvederes, but can you tell me anything else about your relationship with the victim?
Sure, our relationship was amazing. He was always very kind to me. He even gave me surprise bonuses from time to time.
Scusi, what do you say, bonus?
Okay. in the court. Let's move on. We're running out of time. Spin that wheel again, Tom. Ooh, looks like it's time for the coroner's report.
Phil, today our guest coroner is Carl Schumer.
Alrighty, welcome, Mr. Schumer. What can you tell us about the report?
Well, Phil, the victim was kaput. He was found with a large contusion on the back of his head. It was the size of a schnitzel.
You said a large contusion, Doctor? That means he would have been struck with a blunt object, correct?
That is correct. A blunt object was used to create this injury. A bat or a pipe, perhaps.
Thank you, Doctor. Go ahead and spin that wheel again, Tom. Ooh, good spin. We have the police report.
Our next guest is Hollywood Police Chief Detective O'Malley.
Well, during the investigation, we found a broken mop handle near the crime scene. Certainly could have been used to whack someone good across the head. Ooh, have we found our murder weapon, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you, Detective. Tom, would you care to spin that wheel again?
Sure, I'll give it a whirl.
Now we're getting somewhere. Where were you? Mr. Cole, please go right ahead and interrogate the accused.
Mrs. Belvedere, where were you the night your husband was murdered?
I was out of town at a convention.
Do you have anyone to verify your whereabouts?
No! But I have the convention ticket.
Well, that sounds pretty convincing to me, but remember, those tickets can always be forged.
Yeah, that's true.
Ms. Alvarez, where were you that night?
I was relaxing after my shift. I went to bed around 3 a.m.
Did anyone see you?
Not that I'm aware of.
All right, back off. She said she was relaxing. Of course, no one saw her. She was relaxing in her room.
All right. Mr. Luigi, what about you? Were you there that night?
I was up to my elbows in imaginary horse mess in the stables trying to clean.
Did anyone see you?
Well, I certainly didn't see any horses.
All right. I think we have time for one more spin. Why don't you go right ahead, Tom? Ooh. That is the sound of a siren, but that is the sound of our phone-in witness.
Well, Phil, we have Butler Alfred Pendragon on the line.
Oh, great. Mr. Pendragon, tell us what you saw that night.
I was taking out the rubbish when I saw the maid loitering around by the pool about approximately 2:30 a.m. She looked rather suspicious, murderly, like she was up to something.
Oh, my.
That's not true.
No,
not me.
it can't be.
No.
Are you certain it was the maid?
Well, I may be old, but I'm not blind.
Oh, that's the sound of our gavel. You know what that means? It's time for our jury to deliberate. So, all of you jurors at home, don't forget to call that number 555-WHO-DONE-IT, along with our studio audience to cast your vote. While our jury is in session, please enjoy this word from our sponsor.
Ever need to carve a turkey like a 17th century monarch? Ever needed to put down a pet in style? Try the new Chop-O-Matic 2000 personal guillotine system. Now with improved head collection software, brought to you by Chopco, the ultimate in personal chopping technology. The Chop-O-Matic 2000 system comes equipped with the latest and greatest remote-controlled decapitating system, such as a self-cleaning blade, and a slow motion high-speed camera. Today, and today only, we are going to slash the price of anyone who calls in the next 20 minutes. Data rates may apply, so don't delay. Call now. Coming soon, the Chop-O-Matic 3000. Now with X-ray technology and a stylish carrying bag.
Alrighty, we're back. Tom, has the jury reached a decision?
Yes, we have, Your Honor.
And would you please read the verdict?
We, the jury, find the maid, Francesca Martina Alvarez, guilty of murder in the first degree.
Woohoo!
No es cierto. I didn't do it. No fui yo.
So, this really is a tragic day on Whodunit. All right, can it with the bums. Will the bailiff please bring out the wheel of justice? Thank you. Our wheel of justice has 9 possible outcomes. Will she, number 1, spend time in the stockade? Number 2, have a cozy seat in the electric chair? Number 3, take a lifelong vacation in prison? Number 4, learn how to count with 50 lashes each. Number 5, make some friends down on the chain gang. Number 6, take a quick dip in the shark tank. Number 7, oh, there she goes. Number 7, take a little off the top with the guillotine. Don't lose your head there. Number 8, get that stiff neck taken care of with a public hanging. Or number, just like a piñata. Or number 9, or will the accused go free? Now, Francesca, darling, spin carefully. There is still a chance that you could go free.
Oh, but I didn't do it. I'm innocent. I love him. I never heard him. Alfred is lying.
Please, Francesca, spin the wheel, darling. I'm just as upset as you are, but let's not waste any more time.
Let's go!
Oh, that's a good spin. Looks like it might just land on go.
Oh, no!
Never mind. Bailiff, please bring in the guillotine. Oh, well, thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. This is your host, Phil Daly. Until next time on Who Done It?
This just in. Butler Alfred Pendragon confesses to the murder of Uptown mogul Jacob Belvedere.